Hello YouTube! Welcome back to Attack of the B Team with Kankadia. Now, I didn't actually plan on recording an episode quite this quick. I've got a number of projects going on right now, which I definitely go through and I'll give you a progress update on those. But the reason I decided to record so quickly is because you can tell by the indicator on the top of our screen, we have a King Slime. He is right over. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's knocking on my door. Knock, knock, knocking on my west door. Okay, so this guy's not too hard to beat, especially because I have enchanted diamond armor. Let's take him. Hopefully we'll get... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I just two-shotted King Slime. That is awesome. Okay, that wasn't nearly the epic fight I thought it was going to be, but that was still pretty freaking cool. And I got some experience off of that, too. Nice. Okay, so let me give you a little tour around the area. Might as well. I'm trying to think. Our last episode, we were up in the space station, and we got that pretty well squared away. So what I'm working on right now is basically just doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. I'm working on the MFR farm. I think I got that not completely well in hand, but mostly in hand. Let me give you a bird's eye view or bat's eye view. So if you notice a couple of differences, one thing is I took out all the lines over here on this one side, and I also removed the auto spawner. I did move it from there over downstairs over into our eastern module. Another thing I did was I replaced all of the wiring with this redstone energy conduit. I made enough to go through all that. And this runs down. I'll show you downstairs in a minute. That thing's a freaking mess at the moment. What I did, actually, I installed these little trap doors here for maintenance hatches, so I can show you which what I did underground. So these are liquid routers from MFR. These are directly below these sewers, and they're sending, or this one is sending mob essence, and this one is sending sewage. Now there are two lines here for each line of sewers, and here and also on the other side over this way. And I've also got the power lines a little different than before. I'm basically running them all parallel. So I've got one here, 2, 3, and possibly a fourth one here once I expand these cells later on. But at the moment, this is what I have. Let me go over here and I'll show you that it's the same setup in this direction. If I can get down. I'm not that fat. I'm fluffy. I see, again, more liquid routers here. I am very, very happy liquid routers come 8 to a recipe, so I have a couple spare. Well, not spare, it's for future use. So I've got the liquid router, the sewage comes in this way, it goes underneath from the other lane here, into here, over this way, and up into our wheat farm over that way, where it puts into the composter and then into the fermenter. The mob essence is collected not on the lower area but on the upper area. I'll show you that right now. Yep. Don't fence me in. Here we go. So up here I've got an input chest for adding stuff into the system. I've got an output chest which has all the stuff I've got out of the system. Not too shabby. Down here I gotta fix that fencing, is where the magic happens, so to speak. This is our new MFR auto spawner system. And right now this is a resonant ender tank, half full of mob essence. I can actually I'm adding more to that as it comes. This is where all the mob essence is going into this auto spawner with a lever for redstone control. This thing is going to be how we're going to create all of our clones for the future for testing with Darwin's mob, because I really want to get a gunpowder source. I opted for this kind of ender style, a mob arena style kill room rather than a mob trap, mostly because I'm not very good at building mob traps, and also because I really wanted to use my looting sword, so I'd be guaranteed to get a better drop. And yes, I realize I can use an autonomous activator with looting sword also. I just don't want to make another one. I already have looting on my sword, and I think I have looting on, and I have luck on my pickaxe and my hammer for that matter. So I use quite a bit of it. Hey guys, how you doing? So I haven't done a lot with that Darwin's mobs yet. I still have to work on that, get these things all squared away, learn more about what drops what, and it's basically going to be on an item by item basis, and then I'll read this as it is. This thing has been a royal pain. long story short, when I installed the redstone energy conduit, I found that my power situation was terrible. Here's the thing. I've been experimenting with this for a while now. This is my dual Magma Dynamo system. This thing is garbage. It is okay. The only thing I'm good I can say about it right now is that it does in fact run off of netherrack, and that's true. Runs off netherrack, and it is essentially self-powered. However, it is only just self-powered. I can only export 50 RF from each one of these 4 dynamo and 1 magma crucible cells into this 50 RF. That is terrible. That's for all this work, I only get a little teeny amount of energy. And by the way, you can tell this and this energy cell that my mob spawner MFR farm is currently just using all the energy I can give it. It's starving. The other one, the other side, on the other hand, I'll show you this in just a minute. That's actually really cool. This thing is gaining excess. So this has got excess, and so does this. This one goes over to our Galacticraft. This one goes over to our Thermal Expansion. Now, it could just be that my game is just derping right now. I need to relog. That's entirely possible. But for some strange reason, even though there's no other draw on my TE system here, my pulverizer and my redstone furnace are not getting power. Yes, I removed them, put them back in. I changed all the lines. Something is stopping these things from gaining power. I don't know what. I even went so far as to change the output settings on this resonant ender cell, as resonant energy cell, up to 10,000 RF, so it can't be choked out. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just some kind of glitch, and hopefully it will correct itself, because I'm at my wit's end at this point. So I'm just going to move on from that. Next up, over here, I started experimenting with alternate methods of power once I realized that magma was not really that good. This over here is a reactant dynamo, and it's okay. I did a little research on it. It's pretty useful for early game stuff if you want to use sugar, for example, as a source, because it requires basically a solid reactant and a liquid. That's what it said. I'm not sure which is which. I think you can put like sugar and water in every example. But you can also put a nether star in there to get a whole lot of power out of that way. But I'm not going to mess with this at the moment. Maybe later on. Right now, what I focus on is this thing. This is a compression dynamo. And I'm running this thing off of fuel. That's right, Galacticraft fuel. I put the Galacticraft in here. Actually, right now, it is running. And the other one, I have water. I actually just installed oh, cool, it's full. Just installed this aqueous accumulator. Just drop this here off here. And yes, there's a reason I have 30 pneumatic servos in my inventory. Drop this back in here. Set this to output. And this cell is being charged pretty slowly. This thing is actually outputting just 80 RF per tick, which is it's not great. 80 RF per tick is the same amount I'm getting from the Magma Dynamos. The difference being, in this case, I'm powering it with fuel instead of powering it with self-powered with self-powered lava. But I think I'm actually going to go this way. I have a fair amount of fuel that I want to use to gain power from, instead of having to wait so long for. Because I mean, look at this: 4 dynamos to get a net rechargeable, net renewable energy of 50 RF. And yes, I tried 100 RF. It starved the system and shut the whole thing down. So 50 is pretty much the highest I can get. So there's that. And there's that, and then there is this. Now, I'm pretty sure it was in my first or second episode of Hex Education that I mentioned that for a long time I've wanted to make an automated Oreberry farm. And that is what this is. It's not completely finished, but it's mostly finished. And thanks to thermal expansion, I can do it. So let me show you from this side to that side. It's not finished. Definitely not sealed up, because I would normally seal this up, because light levels do affect the growth rate of Oreberry bushes. Over here we have export, which has nothing. It's actually just some junk I put in there for storage at the moment. Okay. Oh, so over here I have 5. That's right, 5 cyclic assemblers. These are powered using the second magma thing. This seems to be fine. Doesn't have a huge draw. Each one of these is not put in yet. Actually, I'll do it. No, I'll do it right now. Oh boy, inventory problem. Be right back. Much better. Okay, so this is a cyclic assembler. cyclic assembler from Thermal Expansion. And what this does basically is it's kind of like similar to a packager or an auto crafter, an auto crafting table, in that you can assign it to do one specific task, and that is determined by the schematic that you put into it. So I got a couple blank schematics there, just really easy to make. They're just 2 paper and some lapis. So I think I can put one. No, I guess I put it in here. And okay, now the reason I have 5 of them. Because I need there are 6 different types of ore berries. There are 5 metals, like gold, tin, iron, copper, and aluminum. And there's a 6th one, which is essence. Essence doesn't need to be crafted. It just needs to be picked up. So I think I'll use this first one, tin. So I'll take some tin nuggets, put these in here, right? Check, and that will make this 9 tin nuggets. We'll make one resulting ingot. So I'm going to take all my tin. I can move it. Oh, sorry, the GUI didn't let me use inventory tweaks. There we go. So tin. Oh, there we go. Look how fast that is. Now it's still picking up the iron nuggets because I haven't specialized it yet, but I will fairly soon. Okay, so that is one recipe in each of these 5 cyclic assemblers. The next thing I need to do, because I already installed some servos all over this freaking place, I'm going to take one of these nuggets, and I'm going to use it to whitelist what goes into each one. So the tin goes into there. I put them in order, so whitelist aluminum and iron and copper and gold. So what this means now is that the system will only allow those certain items to go into each of these cyclic assemblers, and cyclic assemblers will only make their recipe when they have 9 of the given item. How do they get the items, you ask? Well, it's because these item ducts are connected over here to a redstone furnace. And this is also connected to the power system here. Now, I put this on the other side of this wall because the redstone furnace does actually emit a little bit of light level. I didn't want that to mess with my my bushes too much, because this is the heart of the system, or rather the lungs of the system, I guess you can say. Here's the theory behind this. We have one layer, in most cases not quite filled, but mostly filled with oreberry bushes. I don't have very many gold in there, but I mostly have aluminum, copper, a lot of tin, and above that I have autonomous activators, which are set. It doesn't really matter for side only, but very important. They are redstone control disabled. Okay, well, these aren't working, but they're actually working a little differently than I thought they would. I thought I needed to disable the redstone control in order for it to function, but I guess because I put pneumatic servos in each and every one of these item ducts here, it does emit a small redstone signal, so it does get the signal, so it does actually function. So I guess that's okay. But again, I haven't filled this in yet because I still need to make more item ducts, so I'm running low. So the theory goes: bush here, bush grows, bush produces the item, the oreberry. The autonomous activator picks it up when ready, delivers it via the item duct over into the redstone furnace, and it is eventually deposited right here. I love this system, and the best thing about it is it's actually scalable. If I want using this configuration, I could theoretically, dig underneath my witch circle and expand it. But I think this is going to be pretty good. The one thing I haven't finished this yet, because this part over here, these are the essence berries. These function differently than the regular ore berries, mostly because they don't need to be recycled. Now I'm going to have to put these on a separate item duct system and probably export them maybe here or something like that, because I don't want them to gum up a system over here. Even though it does whitelist them in this case, it might get stuck in the redstone furnace. So I'll deal with that as it comes to it. But yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this for quite some time. Oh, and over here I was even able to relocate our sludge boiler over in the corner, which actually now has a use because I just found out that the harvester I've been using for the MFR Animal Farm, the MFR Wheat Farm, does produce sludge. So I found recently it was just filled for a very long time. I'm like, oh, that's a waste. So I went over here after replacing all the conduit and everything, and put in this little sludge tank here. Very, very low amount of sludge. I mean, this thing had 4 buckets when I installed it. That was, I don't know how many hours ago, so it's very, very low amount of sludge. But it's something. You might as well put it there. I kind of freaking out for a second. I may downgrade this and use a smaller tank because I don't really need a resin ender tank just to pick up sludge from one harvester. But oh well. Well, I'm not quite sure what else I can show you right now. Like I said, a lot of my stuff I'm working on is kind of off camera, and I'm sort of in between a lot of different projects, so I don't really have anything quote unquote finished to show you. Oh, okay. You know what I can do? I just heard about this. Actually, not heard. I saw GenerikB do this, so I think it might be a good thing for me to work on, not work on, but utilize as well. Grab some of this. And do I have any? I might not actually. Okay, what I want to do is I want to build an EXP extractor. I think I need rubber bars for that, which I think I can only get from raw rubber. So I have to go and harvest some of those trees I have planted. Yeah, that's right. I planted a couple of trees, but not in our orchard. I planted them out here. Cool. Go out here, just like having a garden. Go outside. Now chop down some rubber. Nice. Oh, and I got 2 saplings too, so more the merrier. So unfortunately, one thing I do know about the EXP extractor, and I believe this is also functions the same way for the Liquid XP mod, is that the efficiency of the conversion rate from levels to XP is less efficient after 15 levels. So I'm level 45 right now, which means the levels I'm going to be picking up and you turning into mob essence are not as efficient as they could be if I was just using using lower levels. Oh, of course. Gotta smelt this. And unfortunately, my redstone furnace is on the fritz, so I have to resort to old school technology. I knew I left this furnace here for a reason. You never know when you're going to just need to use old tech. In general, I don't like to try to go back technologically, but every once in a while it is required. So let's just take this and see that one smelts. Got it. Cool. So what this XP extractor does is, as long as you have buckets in your inventory, you can. I'm not sure. I think it probably functions in morph. We'll find out. So you have to hold right click, and it will sort of extract. And it's getting a little bit of. Okay, so it just extracted 2 buckets of mob essence from me and took a level each. So again, it's not as efficient as it would be at lower level, but you know, I need the mob essence more than I need the levels at this point. So now I can go over here and share the joy. Oh, that's cool. I can just do more. I need more than one at a time, depending on how many buckets I have on me. Now, I don't want to fill it because this thing is my main method of depositing on my mob XP from all my sources, the breeders and the grinders. So not too bad. What else can I do in the meantime? Oh, oh, yeah. Okay, be right back. Okay, it's better than nothing. So essentially what I did was I just put beheading 1 on my broadsword. I thought I could do more than one, but I realized that it doesn't make any sense like that. So you can only put 1 rank per sort of modifier of beheading. So if I wanted to put beheading 3, which I think is as far as it goes, it would only do the 1 at a time. Oh, I forgot it. Inventory control problems. Sorry. So right now this thing is off. I'm going to put in the Safari net. Ah! Okay. Okay. I thought it was off. I thought it was off. Why is it not off? Why isn't it off? Oh. Oh, derp. The redstone signal was off. I forgot that the MFR doesn't work that way. The MFR system is stopped by a redstone signal. It's not activated by one. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to regen and... Did I get anything? No. Okay, so I'm going to go through this until I get killed or something and see if I can get any heads at all. So I'll be right back. What? I was just having fun. Are you telling me this thing? No, it can't be. It cannot be the case that after only, what, maybe 15 or 20 of them? I think that thing ran out of power. Okay, this is the... oh my... Oh, this is freaking ridiculous. That thing was about a fifth full, and my MFR and auto spawner drained it. Ugh. Okay, I absolutely I've got to get this under control. I need a whole bunch more of these compression dynamos. I need them ASAP. But on the plus side, I got a wither skeleton skull. And if I got more, I might have tried to do some stuff with a wither. But for right now, I know one really good use for a wither skull. Take it here. Oh, nice. They came out with the expansion, the new update. So you can now see the Arthana with fast graphics when you put it on your altar. So I now have my wither skull. And that will increase the recharge rate and the base of this altar. Cool. So over 5,000. I love it. I love it. I love it. And of course, with the Arthana, it has double the range. I really do want to get back into Witcher when I get a chance. Just right now, I'm really getting into space. Although I think when I get to Mars, I might play around with some of the brews of fertility. That might be kind of cool to try and make an oasis on Mars or on the Moon. Mars comes later. So I've come to the end of my episode. Like I said, most of the stuff I'm working on here is still in progress. So next episode, I promise I'll have more to work on, and with any luck, we'll be a lot closer to heading towards the moon and all the fun that entails. So this has been Kankadia for Attack of the B Team, and I'll see y'all later.